I'm Nigel Musende and I'm going to talk about broken symmetry. Symmetry is a mathematical concept and it allows us to classify different types of regular pattern and distinguish between them. Symmetry breaking is a more dynamic idea, describing changes in pattern. And before we can understand where nature patterns come from and how they can change, we must find a language in which to describe what they are. So the human body is bilaterally symmetric, meaning that its left half is near enough the same as its right half. It is mirror imaged. There are many different kinds of symmetry. The most important ones are reflections, rotations, and translations, or less formally, flips, turns, and slides. Where do symmetries of natural patterns come from? Think of a still pond, toss a pebble into the pond, and you see patterns, ripples, circular waves seemingly moving outward away from the point of the impact of the pebble. We've all seen this and nobody is greatly surprised. After all, we saw the cause. It was the pebble. Ripples in a pond are examples of broken symmetry. In 1958, the Russian chemist Belousov discovered a chemical reaction that spontaneously formed patterns apparently out of nothing. The particular pattern that Belousov discovered existed not in space but in time. His reaction oscillated through a periodic sequence of chemical changes. In 1963, another Russian chemist, A.M. Zhabutinsky, had modified Belousov's reaction so that it formed patterns in space as well. And in their honor, any similar chemical reaction is given the generic name Belousov-Zhabutinsky, or what it's called BZ reaction. The next demonstration is another piece of symmetry breaking, made rather different patterns. Instead of happening in a sandy desert, it happened in a dish full of chemicals. It is the BZ reaction. He waited for a few seconds and in fact there was a reaction or there were changes. The whole thing just keeps spreading and growing and this amazing pattern appears like magic from nowhere. But it's not magic, it is symmetry breaking. This kind of behavior is not just a chemical conjuring trick. The regular beating of your heart relies on exactly the same patterns, but in that case, they are patterns in waves of electrical activity. However, in the heart, as in the pond, we can see a specific cause for the wave patterns, the signals from the brain. In the BZ reaction, we cannot. The symmetry breaks spontaneously, of its own accord without any external stimulus, and the term spontaneous does not imply that there is no cause. However, it indicates that the cause can be as tiny, as insignificant as you please.